Decorative knots are a really lovely way to illustrate a page or to create a border. So in this week's Doodle Club, I'm going to show you 2, maybe 3 ways to create little decorative knots that you can use in your artwork. Welcome to Doodle Club. My name is Kate Field. I'm an artist, teacher and a speaker, and I am passionate about helping people and inspiring people to take their art to a new level. So welcome if you are new, and welcome back if you have been with me for a while. It's so lovely to have you here, and I really hope that you enjoy this week's tutorial in Doodle Club. Let's go. So we're going to draw a square knot, or a reef knot as it's sometimes called, and an overhand knot. And quite often when I'm doing illustrations and drawings, I like to actually have objects in front of me so that I am drawing from life. It's not always possible, and so I will take photographs of the knots so that I can work with them later, or whatever else that I am going to be doing. You're going to need a soft pencil, something like a 2B or a 4B, something like that, pencil sharpener and an eraser. And we're going to start off, let's do that there, by just drawing a rectangle in which we're going to place our knot. And I like to create a boundary because I think that it gives us a bit more structure. You can use a ruler if you want to, but you don't have to. So this is the knot that we're going to start with. Now, obviously, there are so many different sorts of knots, and if you grew up going to the Scouts or Guides, or if you're into fishing or macrame or needlework with embroidery, you will be familiar with lots of different knots. This flat knot, this reef knot, I think has a structure that I really like, and I've created mine just using some cotton rope because I also like the patterns within it. Now if we break this up, you can see how it has been formed, and when we're doing decorative knots and drawing decorative knots, sometimes pulling the knot apart can look really lovely. And that's what I'm going to do with this one here. So just going to put that there. And I'm just going to open it up. And I'm actually going to draw it bigger than real life. And I'm going to start off very loosely, drawing one side like this. You see that there. Keep it very loose, and then I'm going to do the same going the other way, like that. Keep it very loose. So that is our overall shape of the knot, and what we then need to establish is which bits go under and which bits go over. I'm just going to do this bit here. Again, I'm not putting any details in at the moment. I'm just bringing that like this. Because we have this line coming this way and this one going that way. And then that picks up like that, and that one's going to go like that. So it's all looking very messy at the moment, and that's fine. Let's just need to establish where the under and over bits go, and then we can start to put in some details. That, and you might want to take that straight off the page like that. Now, one of the reasons I really do like this type of rope is because of these lines, and it's these lines and twists in the rope that's going to make it look really good. And I'm just going to put in a few so you can see how that works, like that, as it sort of twists around. And you can see that the rope doesn't have a straight edge, does it? It bobs up and down, and you can exaggerate those in your illustration. I'm going to go round the corner like that, and you can see that bit's coming together. We're not going to bother about shade at the moment. We're just getting this idea. We're really looking at how these twists go round the corner. Here we go. Like this, bringing those together. Can you see what's happening now? I'm just going to pick up one under there. Keep your pencil quite low. I'm pressing quite hard so that you can see. But you can pick up the idea, and you'll see where you're going with that one. Let's just look at this bit here. You can see I've stretched mine out a little bit, just so it's easy for you to see, and it might actually look a bit more interesting. Let's just bring that like that. Like this. As it comes around. This is like little S's really, as it comes around that way. You can build that up with your rope. I'm going to do the rest of that and then come back and do some shading. So if I want to put some more details on this, I would be looking at where the shadows are. And again, this is it's just, you can see I'm really looking very closely at the rope. And what you can do, let's just put that there as well so you can see, you could turn this into an observational study and just sort of really looking at where those dark shadows are. And I will do a little bit more on this and show you at the end what it ends up like. But if you want to create just like a border or something like that, you might just want to do something that's much more simple. And again, we're going to work it through the same way, putting in your shapes. But what you're going to do, let's just sort of take that line there. And you can just sort of play around with some of the shapes and just see what happens. But I want to show you, let's just that over that way, that over that way. I'm just going to shade this bit in here so that you can see. And you could keep it really loose like I am here. And that can be quite fun. Or you could do a very detailed outline, and you do that with a Fineliner pen. So let's just over like that, and like that. Like that. You can see how that's working with one strand going under and then over like that. So I'm now going to move on to this one, and I'm just going to use this bit of my sketchbook here, and I'm going to see how the line flows. So you're just going to draw one single line first, so you get the overall shape, and then from there you can build it up. So I'm just sort of bringing that, just using my pencil very lightly, like this, as it goes over like that. Now I'm going to work out which bits go under and which bits go over, so I know that that line there goes over and then under, and then this line comes over like that. So again, I'm looking at the patterns within the rope, putting those in, just seeing, just really kind of like looking at what's going on. So as that kind of comes around, they're kind of like S shapes. You see those as they come around like that. Just picking up those bits. And then as we go this way, they're like this. And you see those, that sort of S shape, and then as we come round the corner, like that, and underneath. And then these ones are coming this way as we're creating that idea of the textured rope. Bring that one like that. And again, you can start to put some tone in, like this. So hopefully by now you're getting the idea, and you're thinking, maybe I could use this in another piece of work. Or you might be thinking, I've got no idea how am I going to use this. But the idea is that I'm teaching you a technique, and you can then use this technique in whatever way you want. Now what we're going to do in a moment, I'm going to show you how to use this as a decorative border, but you'll be creating the same sort of shape, but it will go all the way around the edge. So I'm going to create a border around my sketchbook page here, and I quite like the idea of this overhand knot. Might kind of turn it round, have a look at using it in different ways, but I'm going to do it in this corner here. So again, I'm just going to do the single line first. We go up, over and round, so I've got that kind of flowing shape to begin with. Bring that round here. Now I'm just going to lose it over there, because what I think I'm going to do is create it like a ribbon. So go like this. We're going to give this illusion. That bit's going to go over that way. Again, working out which bit's going over the top and which bit's going underneath. And I've got that the wrong way round, but actually it won't matter. It won't matter. I'm going to take that line over there, and then that bit's going to go underneath. And then this bit is coming that way. So we're getting this idea here. Now let's move this way, and oh, I've undone it. Here we go. Make sure that you can see that there, and I'm going to bring that up. Again, I'm just going to turn it into a single line again and bring it around like that. Trouble it over so that twists round there, and that's my other one, and that you could work all the way round. I will go over this with a fine liner in a moment so that you can see, but then you turn to this corner, so we can just keep it really loose as we go round and then round again. So putting in that single line first and then creating the double line, just putting that in to get the shape that you want, bringing that round there like that. That's just it's easier to turn the book around. Again, have your resource in front of you. You don't think that you have to just remember everything and do everything from memory. Bring that round like that. Now we could go all the way round creating these ribbons, and that could be really nice, but I'm just going to do a different one down this side, and imagine we have these 3 loops. Again, I'm just going to use these as my resource. So I'm going to pop those over there. So I'm going to bring this just to come out this way a little bit, because we're going to go round and round and round like that, and just going to bring those sort of thicker. I might do something else in this bottom corner. So just bring that one round there. That bit goes underneath. This bit comes over the top. Underneath that one and over the top of that one. And imagine using different colours and how that might look. So I'm sort of creating that little whirly bit coming down there, and let's do something else down the bottom. Perhaps actually let's just kind of bring that over like that this way, and imagine this is coming down this way, and we could have an idea of our reef knot. Let's see if we can kind of see where these lines go, because this could be fun. So we're going to go round this way like that and round. It's going to come all the way around and come back again. And back to join that one. And again, you could turn these into something very, very decorative with sort of various different colours, imagining their different ribbons and things like that. So I'm just going to just work out which bits goes under and which bit goes over. And this bit's coming over like that, over that one, and then under that one like that, and then you can just sort of see how they join up. So I'll do a little bit more detail on those, and I'll put some colour on and you can see the effects of that in a moment. So I started to put a little bit of colour on that so that you can see how that would work. Obviously I've done that quite quickly. Lead is just broken on that one. And you can create more details with some tone, imagining that these are ribbons perhaps. Or you could put in some of those rope like features and just sort of bring those in as well. But have a play with it and see where it goes and see what you like. Just have a little bit of fun. And I'm just going to show you the last one in a moment. So the last knot we're going to do is the lark's head, which is often used as starting point for macrame. And obviously it's going to be on a rod. I'm just going to put it here, my sketchbook of just ideas. So first thing I'm going to do is to put in the rod. Just put it in like that, keep it quite loose. And then I've got these two strands coming down over the top. So I'm just going to do a loop like that, a loop like that, and we can sort of take out that bit there for the moment, and then we have this strand coming round underneath like that, and then it goes behind, and then these bits come down here. Let's see if they go. We'll get them underneath there. And what will make this really work is, again, by putting in these S shapes of the rope. Really look at how they curve around and how it works. And right the way down to that bit as well. And then we've got that edge of the rod there and there. It's just a little bit of shadow on the rod. And you can think about what you might like to do with this, how you might like to play, and see what happens. Well, let me know in the comments what you think. If you haven't joined the Facebook group yet and you'd like to, you're very, very welcome. It's a very friendly, lovely, lovely place. If you're already contributing, thank you so much. It really does make a huge difference, and to have the knowledge that there are so many lovely people in this world. It's a good thing. So I'll do a little bit more on these, just sort of play with some ideas, and in a future tutorial I'll show you how I use these ideas in a painting. So here's my finished page. I might do some more little notes on it, I might do some more work on it, but this is my sketchbook and this is where I play with ideas. And I hope you've done the same and you've got some ideas in your sketchbook that you can then take forward in your own art. I really hope you enjoyed that tutorial and that you'll use some of these skills and techniques in your work. If you want to join the Facebook group, the link is below. It's very friendly and we'd love to have you there. And I'd love to see what you've been doing. If you want to learn more and watch some more of my tutorials, you can look at this one or this one. See you soon. Bye bye.